Hi, this is Keith Bryant for Global SMT in Packaging. I'm at Productronica India, and I'm here with Schoich from MEK. So I guess the first question is quite a simple one, sir. What are you doing here?
Yes. Thank you for introducing me and arranging this interview. I am Schoich Rashed from MEK, which is short for Marantz Electronics, Kabusiki Kaiza. It's a Japanese brand. All the machines are manufactured and built in Yokohama in Japan. Yeah, we are here to exhibit in this beautiful show. We've been here last year for the first time. This will be our second time participating in this show. And we are not so far from you. We are neighbors this year.
Well, one of your booths is neighbors, but I understand that you have at least representation on 3 stands here. So.
That's correct. It's a very well represented brand, MEK. It's a popular brand, worldwide with more than 10,000 installations worldwide. So there happen in India, for the Indian market, to be 3 distributors. We are partnering with our colleagues from ACD Renaissance. They are based in Pune and in Mumbai. But there is also another distributor. They are based in the eastern part of India, and another one that is based in the south, basically.
So you've gone for a geographical organization then?
Yes. Finally, we would like, because we are from MEK Europe, basically, and we started 2 years ago partnering with our colleagues from ACD Renaissance, and we would like to be that successful that we would be having the whole territory basically for our partners.
And are you seeing like a lot of the manufacturers and people from outside of India that are coming in here? You're seeing a lot of growth in the last couple of years?
Yes, it's a very important market. It's a very diverse market, starting from, let's say, the small workshops to the automotive production manufacturers, also mobile phone manufacturers, and anything in between. And it's also very nice to see that the government is really stimulating the growth here. I'm pretty sure you are aware that this morning also the Prime Minister from India, Mr. Modi, opened the show basically, and so the semiconductor industry is growing, and they have very ambitious plans to be the greatest in the world, and they are on a good way, in my opinion.
Yeah, and your AOI, I know, covers a lot of the things with SMT. Are you looking towards the semiconductor industry as well, or not something on the plan yet?
Yeah, we have a wide portfolio of products, ranging from very simple one-shot inspection AOI for the through-hole assembly inspection, to the full-blown, full 3D AOI for the SMT components inspection. But right now we are focusing more on the through-hole inspection parts, which is the inspection from the bottom side. It is either in 2D with 9 cameras, so basically 2.5D, or with full 3D. That's a new equipment that we have introduced to the market by last Productronica in Germany last November was that. So that is a new technology. So our focus is on those, and also on the component side of the through hole. So directly after the assembly, and that's also the product that we're assembling at this Productronica. It's the one-shot AOI. It's called the VeriSpector, MEK VeriSpector, like verification, inspection, with a goal that it will inspect the components directly after the operator has assembled it. So before the wave and or the selective soldering machine, but nonetheless it could be also used after that. So that is the product that we're having here. Another product we have been very successful here in this market that we have installed quite a few of them is the bottom and top inspection machines. So it's for the through-hole production as well. So it's inspecting the solder joints from the bottom side and the components from the top side simultaneously.
Wow, so I guess that is running fairly fast.
Yes, at the moment it's really, if you are speaking of fast inspection, yes, it's fast inspection, but also the growth, the number of installations is also going very fast. We are happy with both.
Yeah. Yeah, I can remember an interview in 1985 that said through-hole would be dead in 2 years. And it's still there, and especially now we get to EVs, we get to things where there's a lot of harsh environment work, that through-hole is sometimes the most popular option. So.
Yeah, that's the funny part of it. When it comes to SMT, everything is automated. Like having an AOI for that is like very normal.
Yeah.
But now for through-hole, it's only maybe 10-15% saturation that are have automated that process. While if you have some assembly problem in the through-hole, let's say a capacitor with the wrong polarity, and if you do a functional test or on that PCB, then the damages could be very large. You can literally blow up.
Yeah, you can blow up the test rig apart from everything else. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, so that is something that really needs to be inspected.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot manually. And to our surprise, I think it's a fun fact to tell. When it comes to through-hole components assembly, the number one defect that we are seeing is missing components. I mean, the most obvious thing that you would think that goes right,
Yeah.
even if there are like 5 or few, or let's say between 5 to 10 components that needs to be placed, still a missing component could happen. So that's why this is not really an inspection that could be that is skipped. So that's why we have these kind of low-cost solutions. It's entry level, how we call them, to do that inspection in a very reliable way.
Okay. And the 3D through-hole, is this looking at the joint shape?
Yes, it's also the shape, but also measuring the volumes. So that is let's say how the SPI were, let's say 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
For the solder paste inspection, for the solder paste process. This is what the 3D THT is now. So you can measure the volumes. So even if it's not only finding defects, but it's like a process control tool as well.
That's exactly where my thought process was going.
Yeah.
It's not a pass or fail, it's actually monitoring the process.
Correct.
So you can start to see if there are problems before you get failures.
Correct. Yeah, so you can always, I mean, there's a difference between a good production and a perfect production. And the tool to give you that type of feedback is the 3D measurement. And preferably from the bottom side directly, which our systems do. So it is directly after the wave or after the selective, you can inspect directly from the bottom side. And it's not only the volume measurement, but it's also the pin height measurement, which seems to be very challenging for 3D AOI, but we do that in a very, actually in a perfect way. So it doesn't matter what is the pin shape, it's a circular shape, it's a thin or thick, or it's a clinched pin. Any pin type or shape or length could be measured with a maximum up to 25 millimeters, which is enough for that. It's more than enough.
Way more than enough. Yeah.
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 So yeah, that is new to the market in general. And like I said, like I mentioned, we added that to our portfolio in November, and we have a demo unit. So if anybody is interested, we will be very glad to do a live demo on that. It's a new technology.
Yeah, and it sounds like a good one. So I wish you success with it at the show and beyond, mate. Thank you for coming in, Schoich, and speaking with us. So,
thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
Thank you.
And that's Keith Bryant for Global SMT and Packaging in Productronica India, signing off.
It was a pleasure to meet our existing clients and prospective clients at MEK Dispense. Thank you for visiting our stand. Should you require any additional information, please feel free to email indiasales@chasecorp.com.